Law of success, failure. My friends, we look at the 7 turning points of Napoleon Hill's life, and he created through these 7 turning points, which the world, keep in mind, calls failure. And he deems them as temporary defeat. They became the outline for the very course for which you and I are studying. And he sat down on Armistice Day of November 11th of 1918, the end of First World War, and wrote this editorial out. And at the end of it, he says, my life's work, I believe, is working within writing. And he said, I want to publish something called Hill's Golden Rule, upon which this philosophy is based. And he said, I do not yet have the means to do this, but he said, I will get them. That was a 20-year dream and desire, his main desire of life. My friends, 10 days after he wrote that and published it, a man named George Williams came forth from Chicago and offered to give him all of the money to make this happen. My friends, he says, it was then and only then that I learned this lesson, that money was not the number one driver of success as far as how you determine success. He says it was a factor, but it was not the number one factor. He says the thing that took me through all 7 turning points was this: the thought that I was to render the world the best service of which I was capable, whether my efforts brought me a penny or not in return. In other words, my friends, that lesson that he learned all the way back in the mines, from that man who said, let us work harder than we are paid for, and then we will end up being paid more. He said that philosophy took me through all 7 turning points and to this beginning point of the editorial of Napoleon Hill's Golden Rule. My friends, we are just starting to get the excitement of what can happen if we apply this philosophy.